Hi, my name is Sylvia. I'm a fashion portrait photographer based in Peterborough, London, and today I would like to talk about my story, what happened to me, and why I don't like wedding photography. So I actually have two stories to share with you why I hate it and why this makes me feel like that. So I lost two friends because I had them or they asked me for a wedding photography. So starting with the first one, which happened like a while ago, actually happened before I decided to start doing photography more professionally. I mean, I was just interested. I just was randomly shooting and not taking everything serious. However, I knew at some point in my life I would start doing this I would start doing photography more professionally. And one of my friends, they asked me about if I can do a wedding photography for them. So I wasn't sure if I should agree at that moment, but she always said, "Oh my God, you're the best photographer to me. I like you so much. I like your work. I would be pleased if you do it for me." I would say, "Okay, if you say that, that shouldn't be any problems. So I can do it for you." Then she offered a very small payment, very small for that amount of work which I done. Maybe even with the level of photography when I was at that moment wasn't very worthy, but I didn't. I just was for friends. So they had very small wedding, nothing in church. It just small wedding, just couple guests, uh, guests from their side, and so when I do the photography that day, everything was fine. I come back home and I edit about 70 images. Not in Lightroom, everything was done in Photoshop. So I edit picture by picture in Photoshop, and like 70 images edits, even the most like very kind of basic. That's a lot, and that's a lot of work, and I spent so much time for it because I just want to make sure she's happy about them. And I remember that day was very gray, and there was no raining, but there was no sun at all, and just sky was completely white. And I was thinking like it would be nice to add just some warm tones, so actually tune that gray day more brightful, more happy day, because getting married is such a memory, and I think it should be something positive. So I add some those warm tones. I sent those images to her, and then it all happened. All disaster happened from the moment. Oh my God. She wasn't happy. She wasn't happy at all because his suit was actually kind of dark blue, almost black. And because I put those tones, warm tones, then his suit looks a little bit more in purple side, but for me it wasn't that much difference. And she just started to complain to me, how you can make his suit purple, how could you do it to me? I was thinking we are friends. And from that point we start arguing, and like, oh, it's such a disaster. And basically what happened later on, she edited those pictures by herself in some very cheap programs. She just put so horrible filters on it, and she posts everything over the Facebook. and maybe she didn't credit me on that pictures. However, some people know I took it, and I was like, sorry, that's not okay to me, because what you done to my photographs is horrible, and I don't want people thinking I shoot this and I did this that way as you edit them, and like, this is not what you do. It's just breaking the agreement. It's just no one ever would do photographer, because like, what's the point? And maybe you didn't like my presets, wherever I put on this warm tones. Even if I try to fix for her, I fix most of the pictures for her. So I just remove those warm tones from the suit, and she still wasn't happy. So it happened after that. She just blocked me, and actually I was lucky to report Facebook copyright infringement for that, because I wanted these photographs to be publicated even on Facebook, and after that she just completely blocked me and never talked to me again. Such a friend. And second story is that there was a friend which I know from work, and she told me, like, she asked me about the wedding photography as well. So I, like, having this previous past experience, was saying no thanks, I'm not doing that. But she said again, she reassured me like everything will be fine. We didn't talk about any kind of payment or nothing like that, and we just scheduled a date. I was like, okay, it will be just 1 hour, they just want a couple of shoots, that's it. Okay, and then when like 2 weeks before, I did ask her, like, okay, so I want you to pay me that and that sort of money. And she was like, how dare you ask me for money? I was thinking you need that for your portfolio. I was always telling her, like, I don't know, I'm not planning to do any wedding photography. And like, even if I took those shoots for the portfolio, she got like more like short dress for her wedding rather than longer, so that's not would be useful for me, those kind of pictures. And also she wasn't like so dang beautiful, and she couldn't enrich my portfolio even with those pictures. And like, I was like, no, sorry, I don't need it for my portfolio. I'm not planning to do wedding photography at first. Second one, your dress doesn't match it. It doesn't fit into even wedding portfolio. The third thing, I don't think those photographs could be useful in my portfolio either, because I already have better models than she was, and especially she wasn't very professional, so that would be a lot of work for me to make her pose as an experienced model. And again, she blocked me. She just blocked me because I've been daring to ask her about money, because how I can ask her 2 weeks before, because a wedding is such a big expensive thing. How I dare? Yeah. So that's why I don't want to do wedding photography. Those 2 past experiences were very bad to me. I lost some friends because of that. It went for a good looking over time. However, I think it's something which never should happen. People not respecting photographers as they should be respected. And in fashion industry, I'm more appreciated and more expected, as everyone in fashion industry understand more art and how the artwork and how hard it is to create something. And yeah. That was my story. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've come to any conclusion, let me know down below in comments, or you can just message me. And if you have a little bit of time, check my description box for my social media accounts, my Instagram, where I'm very active. Check my website when you can sign up to newsletter so you can get free ebook. And I hope you enjoy it. See you next time.